Hey, welcome back to Velo News TV. I'm Neil Rogers here at the St. Julian at the Garmin-Chipotle team camp in Boulder, Colorado with Tyler Farrar. Got your pronunciation right.
Almost.
Let's hear it.
Farrar.
Farrar. For all those people always think it's Farrar, understandably, but the R is silent. Tyler, thanks for joining us. Lots to talk about. First off, you've been with this team a year now. Mm-hmm. Talk about what the difference between this camp last year and a year later.
You know, it's a lot more settled in. Everyone kind of knows each other now. It was last year at this time, it was a brand new setup. So many guys were new to the team that it was, we were all just trying to feel each other out, get to know each other. Now, it's a group that we've all been racing together, living with each other in hotel rooms for a season. We can skip over a lot of those, hey, I'm Tyler, how are you doing, and just get to the fun.
Let's hear about some of the fun. Julian, we asked Julian about some of the fun, and he said, what happens at camp stays at camp.
That's about how it goes. Boulder's an interesting town.
Can you give us just a highlight so far from the camp? What's been sort of like the most fun? Or
whole camp's been great. It's just cool to get here with a bunch of my buddies. It's, you spend so much time with everyone on the road all season that you go home after the season ends and you don't see them for a month, and you're like, wow, I miss those guys. It's just kind of fun to get everybody in one place again and catch up, because there's guys here that I didn't see for months too. Just because we were on different race programs. It's pretty rare in pro cycling to get the whole team in one place at one time.
It's funny, I was writing an article about you just the other day, and I had to look up, how old is Tyler? And I couldn't believe you're just 24, because we've been hearing your name for so long, winning races, coming up through the national team. And I was just talking with Stephen Koza and saying the same thing. It's almost like you're almost a veteran at 24, having already, HealthNet, Cofidis, now Garmin-Chipotle. Yet there's still a few things, in your progress you haven't been able to accomplish. One is obviously doing a Grand Tour. When I talked to you the other day, you hadn't gotten your 08 schedule. What can you tell us about what the team has set aside for you for your 09 schedule?
Yeah. I knew what you meant. I had you covered there. I have kind of got an early start on it, so I think people do occasionally forget how young I am. But no, I'm quite pleased to see my program. The first big goal will obviously be the classics and building towards those, and then kind of take a break and then build back up. So I'll be in really good shape come July. Whether the team decides that I'm the best guy to bring to try and help Christian win the tour or not, that's their call. I'll just do everything I can to be ready, and hope I get to go.
So
but right now, no, the Giro is a pretty difficult race for a classics rider. It's kind of a little too far from the classics to hold your form through it, but it's too close to kind of come down and back up. So no, we'll kind of aim to prepare for the tour, and I'll hope I get to go, and if not, then I'll go for the Vuelta and do a big end of the season again.
So either way, first Grand Tour next year.
Looks like it, yeah. I've been itching to get in one, so I'm excited for it.
How would you rate your performances at the Classics in 2008? What did you take away from it?
I'm happy with it. There was definitely things that didn't go quite as I would have liked them to go. Just I had a few hard crashes in the spring that I think set me back a little bit for the spring classics. I was still good, but not quite as good as I could have been. And the fall came together really well with Perry Tours at the end of the season. And
fifth at Perry Tours, first in the field sprint with the 4 breaks. You said just a few seconds at the line.
Yeah, it was close, but yeah. So I think it was a really good year for me to kind of get a few more long, hard classics kilometers in the legs. I rode every one of the classics, the classics for me this year, and just kept accumulating the experience and continuing to develop as a rider. And I think I think next year I'm right there for it. I think the form will be good, and we have a strong team with myself, also Martijn and Magnus, and I think we have a few guys that can really do some big things in the spring, and we'll go for it.